Hey guys, what's up? So today I want to do a review for you on the FOREO device. Now, this video first off is not sponsored or it has any link whatsoever with FOREO. I know there is so many sponsored videos and, you know, kind of collaborations with that brand going around at the minute. So that's also a reason why I wanted to do this video, because I really want to give you guys like my honest thoughts in case you are kind of in that situation where you're like, I don't know whether to go for it or not, because they are not cheap. Before we do jump in, if you haven't already, make sure you press the subscribe button, come join the team. I post videos every single day, Monday to Friday, and it's all around skincare and just health, well-being, that kind of stuff. But anyway, let's get straight into it. So the device that I've been using is the FOREO Lunar Fofo. Now, firstly, I actually did email them to ask what the difference is between the different devices, because I was interested to know, you know, does this Lunar Fofo work the same as like, you know, like a standard, I guess, I don't know what number they're on, like Lunar 3 or something. What's the difference? Basically, the main difference between them is the fact that the Lunar 3, you can control the settings, so you can make it go fast, slow, whatever, and there's like, I think, an anti-aging setting on it. With the Lunar Fofo, this one, you can connect to your phone. So there's an app you can download and it connects up. Basically what you do on the back, there's these two little sensors and you hold it onto each part of your face and it detects like what your skin's like, and it makes you like a custom routine. So when you turn it on, it's already like done for you, so it changes speeds and settings depending on like what your skin is like, basically. The first thing I have to say in terms of results is I feel like my results were so much better the first like 2 weeks I used it compared to like now, which is like a couple of months in. When I first used it, I remember I was like so blown away because instantly my texture of my skin looked better, it looked smoother, and I was like, wow, like this actually does work. Because I'm not gonna lie, I really did used to look at these FOREO things and think, oh, they're so gimmicky, like I just didn't understand how that would clean my skin. So yeah, the first 2 weeks I was like, wow. But I must say now I feel like it does work and I do enjoy using it, but it doesn't blow me away. I don't look at it and think this is the one thing that's like making a massive like game changer in my skincare. Do you know what I mean? In terms of the device, how it works, basically these are little silicone bristles. Actually, you want to put another point in here, that's another massive thing I love about it. So I used to have a Clarisonic, which is one of those spin brushes, and personally, if you're looking for a device and you're wondering whether to go for like a spin brush, like a Clarisonic kind of type thing, or go for a FOREO, I personally would pick the FOREO, because anything silicone, they don't harvest bacteria, whereas those brushes and the ones that I made with the bristles, they can actually hold bacteria much more like easily. So I think these are way more hygienic. So from like an acne perspective, like particularly, I would recommend a FOREO like silicone kind of situation compared to a brush. The only other option is I know the brushes do sometimes have the silicone like spinners, so if you are gonna go for the brush, I would try and get one with like the silicone head on it. But yeah, what happens is that these little like projections that come off, they're really small, they vibrate, and what it does is it basically helps to get the product into the skin and really give like a deep cleanse. I'm not too sure in terms of, because someone like asked me earlier about the exfoliating effects of this. I mean, it might exfoliate gently, but I don't think it's going to be as good of an exfoliator than like a acid or like an actual physical exfoliator. Personally, when I use this on my skin, it doesn't feel like it's enough to exfoliate my skin, so I don't count this as an exfoliation step in my skincare. The other thing as well is I've been using this every evening. I don't use it in the morning, purely because in the morning all I do is just refresh my skin with some micellar water. Also, in terms of what consistency I use it with, there is like certain like ones they say to use it with and what not to use it with, but to be honest with you, I kind of just use it with what cleanser I have, which is more like cleansing balms and those like oil-based cleansers, and to me it still does work fine. I did try this with a foaming one, but I don't know whether it's just a cleanser, but for some reason I just couldn't get it to foam very well, and then it actually felt a little bit uncomfortable on my skin because the foam was kind of drying out. So yeah, I prefer this actually on top of my oil. So I either do it on top of my Clinique Take the Day Off balm, or sometimes I go on top of my Pie cleansing oil. So yeah, that is typically how I use it. I always start on my cheeks and I go in like small circular motions, go to the other cheek, and then I kind of go around my mouth, go on my forehead, and then finish on my nose. Now I just want to talk about a couple of things that I personally am not a massive fan about. Let's start off with the app, because, and like that whole like app like customizing your skincare thing in general. I think it's cool. I think it's like a cool little gimmick. I don't know, like I like having control of what speed settings I want. Also, I find it doesn't last enough, like the time, it goes so quick, so I always end up like going over my use, and then obviously the speed then changes because it's like programmed to the app. So yeah, that's one thing that I find a little bit annoying. The other thing about the app is, to be honest with you, it doesn't really do a lot. All it really tells you is, I mean, it customizes your like skincare system, but the only thing it tells you is if your hydration's low, or if, what's the other thing, oh, how old your skin age is. And I'm just skeptical about that stuff anyway. And what I thought was a bit weird is the results that I got when I did it was like exactly the same as the screenshot they use on their website. So then I'm a little bit like, I wonder how many people get this result. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's one thing I'm a little bit like skeptical of. Something I do like about the FOFO though is the fact you can change the batteries. So this is one that you can, you know, keep reusing and just have, you know, for a long time. Also, I really like the size of it because it's really good for traveling. Question I think is, if this broke on me and I couldn't get it working, would I go out and buy another one? I think if I was going to get another one, firstly, I think I would save up my money and actually wait and get a larger one, because for me and what I like out of a skincare device, I think I would just prefer that. I prefer to have control over the settings, because the other thing is as well, I feel like I'm much more in tune with my skin. Like I know, for example, my forehead would want a stronger vibration, because that's where I can, you know, kind of get little bumps sometimes, and you know, my cheeks I'd want like maybe not a strong vibration because they're a bit more sensitive, that kind of thing. So I'm a bit more in tune, so I think I'd prefer having control over it other than the device kind of doing it for me. Also, I think I would also quite like the larger head, because although this is really good and it does go over my face really well, like it is a good size, it's just a timing thing. I don't know whether if I had the larger one, maybe I could just get more circumference area in that time. The whole timer thing on this really does bug me, because I feel like that it vibrates to tell you to move on to the next part of your face, and I feel like when it vibrates, like I've still got like quite a bit of my cheek left to go. And also, like with a cleansing like routine, I feel like you should spend time cleansing your skin, and personally I feel like the timing on this is so short. To be honest with you, it's also one of those situations where I'd probably not go out and buy one immediately and see how my skin was, you know, just using like a normal cleansing routine and regular exfoliation, see if I can still maintain the same results. If I did notice my skin changed and the texture did change, then yes, I would definitely go and buy another one, because then I would know this is actually still making a difference, and it wasn't just like an initial thing. Another thing I want to add in is I feel like the biggest benefit I get from this is just kind of helping with any little bumps and texture on the skin. So I feel like if you are really on a budget and this is really pushing it for you, then I would say maybe try, you know, getting into a really good regular exfoliation routine and trying to target your like texture and bumps that way. I'm getting really good results, for example, at the minute with glycolic, which this is another thing what's making me kind of look at this and think, is it as good as it really like seem to be? Because I'm starting to get really good results using the like banished pumpkin enzyme mask, and I've also just started using the Ole Henriksen dark spot toner, and I've been getting really great results there. So then I'm kind of thinking, do I even need this anymore? So I'm kind of like in that stage. So I would say if you're really on a budget, try just really sorting out your exfoliation routine and really get that strong. And then if, you know, your skin is still not responding from that, then think about, you know, getting one of these maybe. But I think another thing to remember as well is there's always other routes to go, and it kind of depends what you're after in your skincare routine. If you are after something that's going to help you really deep cleanse your skin better, then yes, this definitely might be something to consider. If you are, you know, after something that's going to get rid of tiny little bumps, and there's, you know, there's lots of different options out there. This isn't your only, you know, way forward. Also, actually something I haven't mentioned is, I must say, the vibration, like the massage on the skin, I really do enjoy. I do love that. But then I have actually noticed, sorry, it's like making me think of so many things. I have actually noticed now having this, I do not use my like jade roller and like things like that as much, because to be really honest with you, it's just another step and I just forget to do it. So yeah, that's the other thing. Maybe if I didn't have this, I would do more of my jade rolling. Would that be more beneficial for me? I don't know. That is kind of my in-depth review on my thoughts on the FOREO so far. I'm obviously going to be continue using it, and that's another great thing about these, is that once you have one, you have one. Because that's the other thing actually with the Clarisonics, that you had to keep repurchasing new brush heads, so that was also an investment ongoing, whereas this one, it's a one-time buy and do you mean you've got it? If you have a FOREO, please let me know in the comments how you find yours. I'd love to hear, you know, your thoughts on it, if you think it's all that, or if you think it's like a massive game changer. And I think as well that'd be really helpful for anyone watching as well, so they can go down to the comments and see what other people's experiences are. So please do leave that down there to help everyone else out. Anyway guys, if you haven't already, make sure you join the team, press the subscribe button, post videos every day like I said at the beginning, Monday to Friday, so that is 5 videos a week. Also it would mean the world to me if you just give this video a thumbs up, because it helps my channel out so much and helps me like get my videos out there to more people, and like tell YouTube, you know, to promote my channel, dude. But anyway, to myself right now, I'll pop another video if you want to go check out some more for me. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.